Hello children, let us start chapter 3, understanding quadrilaterals. Introduction. You know that the paper is a model for a plane surface. If we will not take the example of paper, you can take the example of this book's page, plane surface. Okay. When you join a number of points without lifting a pencil from the paper and without retracing any portion of the drawing other than single points, you get a plane curve. Any type of in any direction. If you will take the points, I will show you on the green board. Try to recall different varieties of curves you have seen in the earlier classes. Match the following. A figure may match to more than one type. This type of figure, more than one type. See here, you can see this. Initial point is this and ending point is this. So you can say it is open but simple curve type. Okay, then when you will start the figure, and if it is not, ending point and starting point should be same of this figure, but in this figure it is not like that, so it is also an open figure. Now when you will take simple closed figure, when you start starting, initial and ending points are both are same, so closed figure, but not simple. It is simple. So try, you can see here, but you can take more than one type also. So answer, perfect answer, I will tell you later on. It's your it's an activity for you. Okay. Now we will talk about polygons. A simple closed curve made up of only line segments is called a polygon. You can see here, line segment, line segment, line segment. Starting and ending points are same. Now you can see in this curves that are not polygons. No similarity. Curves that are not polygons. Why? Because initial points, when you are starting from here, curve type. Clear? Now see here, try to give a few more examples and non-examples for a polygon. Draw a figure of polygon and identify its sides and vertices. Try yourself, then I will tell you. Now see here in triangle, from the lower standard you know about this figure, initial and ending points. Triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, 5 sides, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon and anagon. Clear? Because it is having 10 sides, 9 sides, octagon. And polygon, that means, keep in your mind, polygons, that means closed figure, initial and ending points will be same. When you start this figure from here, so clear? Now let us talk about diagonal. You can see here triangle The meaning of diagonal is when consequenting point just after B is coming, point B, but you will not join, already it is joined, when you will join the next to the point of B. So AC is the diagonal here, and here BD is the diagonal. Now here also you can see here closed figure. The name of the polygon is pentagon. Only polygon. Now I will tell you when we will proceed. Then I will tell you regular. What is the difference between polygon and regular polygon? Now see here, first side, second, third, fourth and fifth. You can see here. Now from point A. So next of B point is C. AC diagonal. AD diagonal. E is just after A, so we will not join. Already it is a side. So AC and AD diagonal of this figure, except B. So B just after C. So we will not take C. B to D and B to E. So BD and BE. Then take C, already taken. Just after here B and there D. So CE, CE and CA already taken. Same D here, C here A already taken. CDA and BD. Now see in this figure. You can see here in this figure it is a quadrilateral. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Now diagonal of this figure, so here K point and here M point. So when we join L to N, diagonal is there, and K, here N and here L. So when we join K to M, so in this figure two diagonals you can see. Okay, these all are convex polygons. Now you can see non-consequent point you will take. So after A to C, B to D, C to E, E to A, F to B. These all are diagonals inside the polygon. Same way you can see G to I and H to J. In this figure, S to U, T to V. In this figure, X to Z, Y to W. Inside the polygons, you can see now here non-consequent point K to M, L to N, M to O, N to P, O to Q, P to R, Q to K and K to M. These all diagonals inside the polygons. Now concave. A, B, C, D. So consequent points you will not take. After A, B comes, you will not take. A to C outside the polygons. Diagonal is outside the polygon, so convex. In this figure, F you will skip, E to G, F to H, G to H you will not take I, H to I I you will not take J. Outside polygon you can see outside convex. Same way here. L2M you will not take L2MN. So L2N. Then M2O outside concave polygons. Same way here. Polygon's name is QRSTUV. Q. R you will not take Q2S. RS you will not take R2T. Outside the the diagonal you can see outside. So it is also concave. So now you understood very well the difference between the convex and concave. So write in your own language. Now convex and concave polygons. Here are some convex polygons and some concave polygons. You can see here concave. Now I will tell you why these polygons are called concave and these convex. Can you find how these types of polygons differ from one another? Polygons that are convex have no portion of their diagonals in their exteriors or any line segments joining any two different points in the interior of the polygons. Lies wholly in the interior of it. Is this true with concave polygons? Study the figure given, then try to describe in your own words what we mean by a convex polygon and what we mean by a concave polygons. Give two rough sketches of each kind. In our work in this class, we will be dealing with convex polygons only. We will talk about on this polygons only. Now I will tell you what is the difference between concave polygons and convex polygons and concave polygons. Okay. Now regular and irregular polygons. A regular polygon is both equiangular and equilateral. You can see here all sides are equal, all angles are equal. All sides are equal, all angles are equal. Equilateral triangle, square and right angle triangle and this rectangle. So for example, a square has sides of equal length and angles of equal measure. Hence it is regular polygon. A rectangle is equiangular but not equilateral. Is a rectangle a regular polygon? No. The condition is a regular polygon is both equiangular and equilateral. A rectangle is equiangular but not equilateral. Is a rectangle a regular polygon? No. Is an equilateral triangle regular polygon? So yes, all three sides are equal, so all angles will be also equal. Why? Because in the equilateral triangle all sides are equal and the sum of three angles are 180 degree and each angle in this is 60, 60 and 60 degree. Same way 90 degree not regular polygon. Okay. Now see here, all sides are equal, all angles are equal. All sides are equal, all angles are equal. Here only two angles are equal and the sides are equal, so it is not a regular polygon. These both are regular polygons and these are not regular polygons. Use only two equal, that means two horizontal lines or one small line indicates a segment of equal length. In the previous classes, have you come across any quadrilateral that is equilateral but not equiangular? Rhombus. Recall the quadrilateral shapes you saw in earlier classes: rectangle, square, rhombus. Is there a triangle that is equilateral but not equiangular? So try to find out this question's reply. I will give you when you will find, then I will give you later on. Now for activity first, I am explaining. You can see in the on the green board one quadrilateral. The name of the quadrilateral is ABCD. Now cut. You know how to draw diagonal. non-consequent point. So A to C diagonal. Now cut the triangles. You will get in this shape. DAC. This is the common side in both the triangles, and CAB. Now you know that the sum of three angles in a triangle is 180 degree. So angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. 180 degree. Same way here also. Angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. The sum of the angles in a triangle will be 180 degree. 180 degree plus 180 degree equal to 360 degree. Now for second activity, I have drawn this quadrilateral. Similar, same to same quadrilaterals. 5 quadrilaterals you will draw. I have drawn 4 quadrilaterals. So you will cut it and arrange according to the angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3 and angle 4 should be together. And then measure, you will get definitely 360 degree. Okay. Now in third activity, you can see here one quadrilateral is given, and take a point P inside the quadrilateral. Join these points A, B, C and D. So A to P, B to P, C to P and P to D. And this you can see angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now consider the triangle. This. The sum of three angles is 180 degree. But if we want to know the unknown angle X, so from the 180 degree we will subtract this two angles. So you can see here in triangle APB, the sum of all three angles 180 degree. So X equal to 180 degree minus angle 2 minus 3. Same in this triangle, angle 4 plus 5 plus y is equal to 180 degrees. So angle y is equal to 180 degree minus angle 4 minus angle 5. Same to same in this triangle. So z equal to 180 degree minus angle 6 minus angle 7. And in triangle PAD, angle W is equal to 180 degree minus angle 8 minus angle 1. Now add all these angles. What will be happen? See here, 180 degree minus angle 2 minus angle 3. The value of X you know. From there 180 degree minus angle 2 minus 3. Same to same Y. Value of Y you will put value of Z and value of W. Now add this 180 degree plus 180 degree plus 180 degree plus 180 degree. You will get 360 degree. And take minus sign from common from each angle. So minus you have taken common. So minus angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 7 plus angle 7 and 6 plus angle 7 and angle 8. After that you try to calculate answer. I will give you later on. Okay. One more thing children, you can arrange this also in the alphabetical, that means angle. You can see in the quadrilateral, angle 1 plus angle 2. The name of the angle is A. Angle 3 and 4 B. Angle 5 and 6 C. Angle 7 and 8 D. So in place of angle 1 and 2, angle A, 3, 4 B, 5, 6 C and 7, 8 D. So 360 degree minus angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D. You can put here. Now apply your brain. Try to find out the solution of the sum in the quadrilateral. You are near to answer. You try, then I will give you answer. Now for C, next activity, convex. So what you will do? Diagonally you will divide this concave quadrilateral in this two triangle. You can see ABD and then DCB. So DCB. The name of the angle 1, 2, 3, angle 1, 2, 3, angle 4, 5, 6, angle 4, 5, 6. Now you know very well the sum of three angles 180 degree, 180 degree. So the sum of the quadrilateral 360 degree. Now we have to find inside interior angles, and angle D, ADC is forming outside. You can see. So I am giving you hint, and next time I will give you solution of this. So angle 3 is equal to the sum of three angles in a triangle 180 degree. So when you will subtract angle 1 and angle 2 from 180 degree, you will get angle 3. So angle 3 is equal to 180 degree minus angle 1 minus angle 2. Angle 4 is equal to 180 degree minus angle 5, angle 6. So add angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180, 180, 360 minus common angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 5 plus angle 6. Now you will try find out the solution for activity 3rd and 4th. I will give you solution next time. Okay.